In this video, we're going to be answering a very common question that many German learners have. Los geht's! Hallo und herzlich willkommen zu Coffee Break German. Ich bin Marc.
Und ich bin Andrea.
I'm the learner here, and Andrea is our German language expert. So, today's question comes from listener Daniela Santini. Daniela wants to know what the difference is between das with one S and das with two S's. Andrea, what's going on here?
Yes, I'm really glad for this question because this is something when we German native speakers grow up struggle with a lot because they sound practically the same. So maybe let's look at them. There are actually two das with one S and one das with two S. So let's have a wee look at the first das with one S. Zum Beispiel, das Mädchen isst einen Apfel.
Oh, okay. So, das Mädchen isst einen Apfel. So, the girl is eating an apple.
Ja, genau. And there we have das as an article for Mädchen. We know Mädchen because it ends in chen. It's neuter. Yeah. And that's why we use das as the article.
Okay, so it's the article, it's the definite article, the girl.
Genau, richtig.
Okay.
Und dann schauen wir das an mit einem Relativpronomen.
Okay.
Zum Beispiel das Pferd, das im Stall steht, heißt Daisy.
All right, okay. Das Pferd, das im Stall steht. So the horse, which is standing in the stall or the stable, then you said heißt Daisy.
Genau, ja. And I think this is where a lot of native speakers, when they grow up, struggle. Because das Pferd, das im Stall steht, and there we would think maybe also that it's a double S, but it isn't, yeah? Because the das, the second das goes back to the first das, yeah? Because it's a relative pronoun and it stands in the nominative.
Okay, so it's pointing back to that. The horse, which, or that, in the stable is standing, is called Daisy. So that's a relative pronoun there. Okay, good.
Richtig.
So those are two different forms of das, just spelled D-A-S.
Genau, das ist richtig, ja.
Okay.
And now let's look at das with the double S, ja. Zum Beispiel, Peters Mutter will, dass sein Zimmer aufräumt.
Ach so, okay. So Peters Mutter will, dass, and this time it's two S's, sein Zimmer, and you said aufräumt, yeah?
Genau, ja.
Aufräumt. So Peter's mother wants that his room tidies.
Genau. Also, und the das with two S is a connector and it starts a subordinate clause. Yeah, we have this with many other verbs. Zum Beispiel, ich denke, dass du nett bist.
Okay,
yeah,
I
think that you are nice. Ich hoffe, dass die Sonne scheint. I hope that the sun is shining. Yeah. So it's beginning a subordinate clause and it's a connector.
Okay, so that one there has got the two S's and that's when it's beginning a subordinate clause. And so far we've had the definite article and then the relative pronoun. So our definite article up here and then our relative pronoun here, and now we've got this connector. Can we see all of these words? Could they all happen in the one sentence?
Yes, absolutely. Ja.
Can you give us an example?
Karl denkt, dass das Fahrrad, das dort steht, schön ist.
Okay, so Karl denkt, Karl's thinking,
das Fahrrad,
dass das Fahrrad, that the bicycle,
ja, Komma, das dort steht,
das dort steht, that's standing there,
genau, Komma, schön ist.
Wow, schön ist is pretty, is beautiful.
Genau, richtig.
So there we've got all three in the one sentence. This das is our connector, so similar to that one. And then that das there is the definite article for Fahrrad, same as that one up there. And that is the relative pronoun. So that's the one that says the bike, which, or that is standing there, is beautiful.
Genau, richtig. Sehr schön.
Wow. Well, we hope that this has answered your question, Daniela. If you have a question like Daniela, then make sure you send your questions to us by going to coffeebreakquestions.com. We'd love to see your questions and hopefully answer one of them in a future episode. If you have enjoyed this video, if you found it useful, then make sure you let us know in the comments. In fact, why not try to use some of these das words in the comments? And also don't forget to subscribe, and you can also click the bell icon that appears to get more videos like this from Coffee Break German. That's it for this episode. We hope you've enjoyed it. Vielen Dank und bis zum nächsten Mal.
Bis bald.